to Ecuador in my very warm kitchen. I thought I would update you on some coming long videos. This is going to be short, so it'll probably be on YouTube short as well, YouTube live, and maybe Instagram. I'm not sure. But I am making I made milk kefir. Sorry, my name is Deborah. I live in Manta, Ecuador. I'm going on my 4th year of living as a retiree abroad. And I am starting a series. I'm starting a couple of things I'm really excited about. Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise series. The healthy part is what I'm going to be doing a little bit of this morning. The wealthy part includes all the different changes that come into play when you turn 65. And I am over 65. I am very happy to be in my 70th year on this planet, in this body. And no aches, no pain, no prescription drugs. Food is our medicine. Food is now my medicine full time. No prescriptions, knock on ceramic, not wood. Okay, so part of the segment is healthy, wealthy, and wise. The healthy part will cover not only recipes, but actual full demonstration and courses on making water kefir, milk kefir. I might even bring in some people from the community who are perfected their skills. I won't call them out because I haven't reached out to them, but when you're retired, you get to explore things, and I'm gardening. I am growing okra. Never considered myself a farm type person, but I'm a daddy's girl, and I didn't even know my dad grew up on a farm until after he retired as a contractor. He was a building contractor in Beaumont, Texas. Shout out to my Texas people in Beaumont, Texas. So he was a builder, and after stroke, multiple strokes, and he stopped being in the professional industry. We had almost maybe a quarter of an acre, maybe, no, I don't think it was that much. But anyway, we had enough land for him to dig up a whole section and start growing things. And by this time, we're all adults living abroad. And well, not all living abroad. We're all adults living all over the United States, his 6 children. And we're having children and living our lives and careers. And we come back home, and our dad has this farm. And he also had chickens. And so we had fresh produce. So we asked our mom, does he know what he's doing? And she's like, your dad grew up on a farm. So that's great. And I had no idea that I had that in my DNA. But I was in corporate America for 25 years in corporate America as a certified financial planner, stockbroker, with the major firms, and but housed at retirement, I was still with a brokerage firm that was housed inside a bank. You learn a lot of things when you don't work for the bank, but your office is right there on the lobby floor, and you interact with its customers. And so part of my wealthy section is going to be very, very important to retirees who have turned 65, because you're going to learn all the different powers that the bank now has in regard to your money. When you just simply turn 65, happy birthday to the powers given to the bank to, say, freeze your account. That's an upcoming long video, so you definitely want to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, because I'm going to drop that today or tomorrow. Not only will I outline some of the changes to lifestyle changes, life impacting changes that could happen by separating you from your money for periods of time until you can prove certain things. just because you turned 65. And there is even a title for that classification. But that's not what this video is about. But that'll cover the wealthy part. The healthy part will be the different gardening and recipes and baking and cooking for your gut health. And that's what I'm going to just demonstrate and teach you a little bit with this morning. And the wise part is community, because I've learned so much from other expats, because 60 plus black women expats has a Facebook group. The Facebook group is very, very quiet right now, and that's purposeful, intentional, because I am transitioning into our new school community, which is a lot more private in terms of algorithms and things like that. And it's paid. I paid for that platform, but there is a free tier. So everybody that's in the Facebook group can move over free, hallelujah, and be in the school community. And inside there will be courses that will cover the healthy, wealthy, and wise, what we can learn from each other. And there's almost 5,000 women in that Facebook group. And so you can imagine they live all over the world and are such a wealth of information. I see a thumbs up. There's such a wealth of information. I mean, some are in Vietnam and Thailand and Africa and in Uganda and Ghana. And it's so enriching to think of a place and then have a community that you can go to and say, hey, does anybody live there now? Or has anybody been there? I'm planning a medical furlough or dental furlough coming up to Vietnam and Malaysia. So there's so much that I'm excited about. But for right now, I just want to go ahead and make this milk kefir. I said I've started my gardening, and I'm so proud of it. Here's my okra. Yes, I am growing okra. And I get 1 or 2 little pods from my garden every day and slice them and put them in here until I have enough for a serving size. Now, back to gut health and water kefir. So what I started out with was chia seeds, which are loaded with omega-3. I grew up with my mom giving me tablespoons of cod liver oil. But chia seeds have so much, and it's like, how does this have omega-3? But it does. It's loaded with omega-3. So I've added my chia seeds at the bottom here. And this is my little, I'm going to blend this up into like a smoothie. And as I walked on the beach with Tyson this morning, we got a fruit cup. I ate some of it, but I thought, oh, I'm going to put it in here and have a fruit, a milk kefir, sort of like a fruit milkshake or blender or smoothie. So what I put in here, I have kiwi, I have mango, I have pineapple, banana, and apple. I think that's everything in there. Okay, so this is all my fruit with my chia seeds at the bottom. My milk kefir, I need to strain the milk kefir grains so I can make another batch. Let me show you. I normally do this over the sink. But the lighting, I missed the lighting this morning. So let me get. And you start out with the kefir grains, which I acquired here. And kefir grains, or kefir, however you want to pronounce it, are almost biblical and holy. People say this is the manna that God brought from heaven. So you usually get the live kefir grains from, how did I get these? There is like a health food store here, and I inquired, and one of the ladies said, bring a container the next day and I will give you some. And that's usually how they spread. I think you can buy them on Amazon if you're in the States. But I would try your health food stores first. And I'm gonna pour this in here. Oops. Let me get right. So I don't know if you can see, so I'm pouring all of that in here. I'm going to give it a quick stir, and I'll show you what the grains look like. In the school, I'll be able to demonstrate how I start the kefir from the fresh milk and the grains. Let's see. You can see what the grains look like. They kind of look like cottage cheese. Yeah, they kind of look like cottage cheese. So I'm going to put them back in the jar. Okay. And to this jar, I'll add fresh milk. Might as well go ahead and do it while I'm talking to you. So I'm going to pour. I'm not rinsing this jar. I'm not rinsing it because it has all the good probiotics in here along the side. Now maybe every third time I will clean the jar before I pour. Can I hold it off? Yep. I'm going to put the top on this, and it's always warm in Manta, always warm in Manta. I'm going to set that over on my counter where it's even warmer, and within 24 hours it will start to, I'll see a little separation, and I will know the kefir grains have eaten through the lactose and made beautiful probiotics. And then I can use it to make smoothies or, yeah, you don't want to, I don't like it plain because it kind of tastes like buttermilk or something like that. So I'm always going to add honey and cinnamon and chia seeds and everything to make it really healthy. Okay, I think I'm going to put the second one. Now I'm going to show you this one, which is, you can see all the separation. This is whey. W-H-E-Y, whey at the bottom, and I can strain that and make all kinds of probiotic salad dressings and things like this. And this thicker part here, I can actually make cream cheese. So put that or yogurt. Alrighty, I'm gonna refrigerate this because I think I have enough here. Oh, I'm going to add honey. And I get fresh honey from the honey guy that delivers. Probably, he might deliver every week, but I only need it like every 2 weeks. Oops. And I'm not a big honey fan. In the States, it was too heavy and thick. Over here, it's really light and floral. And I guess it's dependent on the bees or whatever flowers or plants the bees are using. I don't know. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so this is ready, and I want it cold. Okay, that's cold. But I might put an ice cube in here. There we go. I'm using my Ninja Ultima system. I'm really excited. This was my last acquisition. Whoops, but that's not on. Yeah, this is the fun part of living abroad, getting to try different things. But the serious part, man, that's coming up on the long one that I'm going to drop today or tomorrow, where I cover how to not be separated from your money on your bank account simply because you turned 65 and banking regulations, banking laws went into effect that gave the bank the power to freeze accounts. Yeah, and you're okay. I'm going to cover that in the long run, but you definitely want to subscribe, like, go up and hit follow so you don't miss that. Not only am I going to cover some money situations that you want to be aware of, whether you're moving abroad or staying in the States. Yeah, it even impacts those who are staying right where they've always lived. You want to hit the notification bell or so that you know when I drop that video. And I'm also going to include a guide, because I never like to give you a problem without giving you a solution. All right. That looks yummy. Okay. See if it needs anything. Oh my God, that is good. It's very fresh, flavorful. And with chia seeds, you always want, whatever, before you consume chia seeds, they need to soak in liquids for at least 14 minutes. Otherwise, if you take chia seeds and put them in something and immediately drink them, they're going to absorb the liquids in your gut, and that's not good. You can be very dehydrated. So you want them to absorb all the good stuff that's in whatever you blend it with. So always remember, soak those chia seeds for 14 minutes before you consume them. That synergy is very, very important. Okay, I'm gonna end this and enjoy my drink. I don't need any more kefir in there. This will keep in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days. It gets stronger in taste, so you don't want to refrigerate it too long. But the probiotics continue to be beneficial for you. Oh, I had some fresh coconut. Oh, wow. I also got fresh coconut water while Tyson is my dog. And he came from the States with me, so I probably will do a segment on traveling with pets. Well, traveling with a dog. I can't tell you about traveling with cats, birds, or anything else. Tyson is a service dog, so he rides in the cabin with me. He's specially trained for that. I'm gonna add a little bit, see if I can fish out some coconut to add to that. Because I don't want the water. You guys can certainly comment on the different things that you would like me to cover, but I kind of got the next one set out. I also have what's already out there is a product called the Boomer Decoder, which the AI, and it covers all the AI terms and acronyms. That's already out there. There's a free look, and then there's a paid version. I think it's $9.99 for the full digital book, which you get immediately. That goes over all the terms and acronyms, because everything is AI is involved in everything. I mean, in fact, when you're calling your bank or you're calling any type of customer service entity, the first contact is usually a very human sounding voice that is not human, is AI, that you don't realize until you get to a question it can't answer, and it tells you you want a call back, where they have to get a human on the line. So you might want to be aware of that. That product's already out there. Okay, now I have fresh coconut meat added to this. So I'm going to get to work on the other videos that I promised to drop today or tomorrow, on how to not to get your bank account frozen just because you turned 65 and maybe you did something unusual. The bank thinks it's unusual. Let's see, I'm considering moving to Cuenca. Oh my gosh, you're going to love Cuenca. Cuenca is beautiful. It reminds me of Paris. Okay, I didn't even realize I could see the chats here. Let me see if I can pull up the chats again. Okay, yeah, Cuenca is quite lovely. Lorana, who I think has a YouTube channel, I know she's on Facebook group, but send me a comment. I'll send you to Lorana. One of the benefits of being in a group like 60 Plus, being on this YouTube channel, being in my new school community and the Facebook group, is when you say you're going to be somewhere, we know who to connect you with. You do not, I can't say this again, I don't care how well traveled you are. If you travel, even if you did business travel or whatever, you weren't living there, unless you were stationed there and living there. But if you just did cruises and you did vacations, it's entirely different when you wake up every day and you interact with the locals and you don't speak the language and you venture out of the bubble where vacationers and expats live. So you definitely want to, and the only way you're going to find out about those local Facebook groups is first be in the YouTube, and then be on the Facebook and the school, and then, because it's kind of a screening process. The local groups here, we're not going to post that on YouTube. I am not going to post all our local WhatsApp groups here. They're for people who live here. But if you're planning to move here, that's where you want to start, because those people can tell you, give you insights on what to pack, what to leave at home, what you're going to find here, what you're not going to find in a particular location. I'm going to drink my drink while it's still cool, and I look forward to interacting, engaging with you in the new school community. I'm going to post a link where you can comment to get an invite, let's see, into Latin America. I'll say engaging where I've traveled to Latin American countries. Not really Buenos Aires. Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to try to read the chat. I'm going to get back to my work. But in any case, I'm going to leave a link to the school community. It is being built, so when you get there, I'm adding stuff. It's like walking into a brand new house, and where we're bringing in the furniture and stuff. But you get there, you introduce yourself, you say where you are, where you're going, and that's how the activity starts. I'll be adding the courses, and like I said, it's free to join. There's a free level, there's a premium level, a monthly subscription where there'll be courses and there'll be other professionals that'll be in there. And that's it. Until next time, I'm signing off. This is Deborah with 60 Plus Black Women Expats, and I look forward to interacting with you on the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise series that has already started to drop. There's 2 videos out there now. One I dropped 12 days ago, and one I dropped 2 weeks and 12. So there's 2 out there, current ones. So look at those. Take advantage of commenting and telling me, giving me feedback. Until next time, never give up on your dreams. Bye. Okay, now let's see how to stop. Gosh, I am such the, if I can do this, anybody can. Stop. Stop. I'm rusty. Okay. And bye.